Oh, darling. Oh, darling. How are you, darling? Come on in. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. I don't bite. Unless, of course, you're into that type of thing. Oh, darling. I do want to thank you all for being here this evening. You could have been anywhere else, but you're here with me, darling. I don't take that for granted. Darling, be a dear, would you? And like the video on your way in. Like the video on your way in. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your sister, baby daddy, cousin to subscribe to the channel. Share it on your Facebook. Share it on your Twitter. Share it on your Instagram stories. You know what I'm saying? Spread the word that we are here. You know? I know I'm not on today in my normal time slot. I know y'all used to see me earlier. But sometime the time's going to change. And this is why you need to be subscribed and hit the notification bell so that when I do go live or upload a video, you know, because you never know when I'm coming like a ninja. You never know. Okay? You know what else you never know? You never know how important your health is until you don't have it. Okay? You never know how great it is being snatched until you are unsnatched. Unsnatched. Anyway. People tend to think that there is this magical pill that you can take when it comes to your health, when it comes to being in shape, when it comes to your skin. But that is not the way it works. There is no substitute for organic, fresh fruits and vegetables in your diet. It's all about what you eat. It's not about what you put on. It's not about a certain product. It's about what you're putting into your body. That is what will show on the outside. Now, if you are like me, I'm ashamed to admit this, Lord, but I don't particularly enjoy eating fruits and vegetables. Okay. I don't take joy in it. I eat it because I must, but I'm not particularly joyful about eating. And I realized because I don't like eating things cold. Okay. So to get those raw fruits and vegetables in, what I will do is drink them. So then we decide we're going to drink them. Okay. Now we got to buy it and get a juicer. Then we have to store it. And it's a lot of steps and it's a lot of time. So we have Alpha Juice Company who comes in and juices these organic, fresh fruits and vegetables for you and delivers it to your door, cold, fresh, ready to go. They even give you a straw. You're going to get those nutrients in by any means. And it's so funny when I talk to people like in real life, they're like, that Alpha Juice is good. I'm like, I know. They're like, we like you just promoting it, you know, because they are sponsoring your channel. Or I'm like, they're like, but no, it's really good. I'm like, I would not be promoting it if it wasn't really good. If it was nasty, why would I be sending y'all to go buy nasty stuff? And why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. You know, so yes, you can even save some money with my code SIXGOD for $5 off. And oh my God, I'm supposed to pin this in the comments. So I'm going to get the website pinned here. So if you want to place an order, it will be all ready to go for you. Now, in today's show, let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to find this so I can leave this comment. So on today's show, we are going to be talking about Pastor John Gray. Okay. For those of you, is it going to let me do this? This might not. Hold on, guys. This wants to be disrespectful towards me. Why must we be so disrespectful here? Can somebody put in the chat, where is Pastor John Gray from? Where is he from? Anyway, he is a very well-known pastor. Sorry, guys. Let me use code. Okay. So I don't know why it does not let me pin messages over here. Only over here. So we're going to talk about Pastor John Gray. because he is going to be the catalyst in teaching us something very important. Because so many times when we're in these spaces and we're speaking about love and we're speaking about relationships, there's always this place that's like, well, why do men tend to just cheat as opposed to leaving? Like, if you want to be single, why not just go be single? I know there's rhetoric that goes around. It's like, most divorce is filed by women and women normally leave first. But I have actually done a video about that before, about when people say women leave more. And I spoke about why women leave, because women can't necessarily just go out and like just start dating. Okay. And we're going to take Pastor John Gray's situation, and instead of talking about it, we're going to use a real life example on why men will cheat habitually as opposed to just leaving and being single. Okay. Sometimes we don't need to talk about things. Sometimes we can just let life show us. All right. So I'm going to show you guys this article. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pastor John Gray's history. This is in Ohio. Oh, he's in ATL? Jesus, I should have known. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I guess he's a pastor here in Atlanta. L says a man will do anything but leave. And we're going to talk about why. Because it's a reason why. Okay, there is a reason why. So before I show the article, if you don't have the history on Pastor John Gray, he is a married pastor. And he has pretty much gotten caught in multiple cheating scandals that have went public with the wife, and we all know the rules. Okay. We all know the rules are no public embarrassment. We all know the rules are no outside babies. We all know the rules are you don't bring somebody where you lay your head. We all know the rules. Hey, thank you, Daryl, for the super chat. He says, glad to see you are back, Six. Yes, I am determined to keep my 2 live streams per week. So I wanted to make sure I stick to that this week. Just aside from any traveling and stuff that I'm doing. So I'm super excited to be here with y'all. Like I said, I know I'm on later than what y'all normally be seeing, but you'll be okay. All right, it's even better. See, because before y'all be at work, fit to get fired with me on your YouTube acting like you working. See, usually by this time, y'all ain't working no more. And now you can give full undivided attention. You can participate in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good, right? So, he broke the rules, and that's just the reality. Okay. There's always rules. These rules exist for a reason. These rules have been going on since the beginning of time. They've been proven to work. You have to understand the assignment. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand the assignment. So to me, him being publicly exposed so many times is like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, what part of the game is this? And I don't understand. Now, I was raised Jehovah's Witness. Now, the way that Jehovah's Witnesses get down is they have something in place called disfellowshipping. Okay. So in a Jehovah's Witness organization, you cannot get caught cheating on your wife and then get your ass up in front of them people and say, nothing of a word. It don't work like that. Okay. You cannot have a scandal come out and then get in front of the congregation and preach to them about what they need to be doing. It don't work like that. Okay. Let me tell you something. The number one people who, if don't play with nobody was a person, it's Jehovah's Witnesses. Baby, if you blink wrong in Jehovah's Witness organization and you are baptized, boy, they don't mind kicking your ass to the curb. This fellowship will not speak to you, look at you, say nothing to you. That's just the way it goes. I remember growing up and my mom was be like, oh, that's the so-and-so. And they'll make an announcement. Let me tell you that the Jehovah's Witness do you. Jehovah's Witnesses, if you sin, and everybody get this fellowship pretty much for the same thing. Everybody pretty much get this fellowship for intercourse outside of marriage. Okay, just keep it 1,000. That's what most people get this fellowship for. All right. And Jehovah's Witness religion, you got to go to the elders in the congregation crying and be like, I had sex. That sucks. And then, you know what they do? They wait until Sunday service, okay? Or Sunday, normally they do it on a theocratic ministry school. So it might be a Tuesday, Thursday, okay? And they have a special announcement. And they will get up, they ask in front of everybody and be like, yes, congregation, sorry to inform you that Sister Jones is in disfellowship status. Once they come make that announcement, you cannot speak to them. Okay, I remember growing up, disfellowship people, I thought they had like rabies. Okay, they scared me growing up. Disfellowship people, I would be like, because they made it a thing. You can't play them games. So it amazes me that in these forms of Christianity, that these pastors are able to cheat on their wives multiple times. Because you got John Gray, you got who else? Jamal Bryant, you got what's his name, Eddie Long, messing with the bussy. So it's like I don't understand, how are y'all able to get caught up in these constant scandals and still get in front of your congregations? Hey, you know what? It ain't my business though. Hey, thank you for the super chat, CC, or super sticker. I'm sorry. I appreciate the love and I appreciate the support. So I'm not used to that. You know what I mean? Growing up Jehovah's Witness, they don't play them games whatsoever. You play with them if you want to. Okay. They are zero tolerance. Now that is something I do respect about them, because everyone needs accountability in that way. So John Gray is somehow still a pastor, even though he has multiple times been exposed for cheating on his wife. In 2022, you have to understand the game is so different right now. Back in the day, men could keep women in check by telling them what they want to hear. Oh, I love you. I miss you. You the one for me. You feel so good to me. Oh, she ain't nobody. Like, you could sell a woman a dream and just tell her what she want to hear and be, yeah, baby, And she would stay in line. Okay, back in the day, you have some chicks, say side chicks, 10, 15 years. All right. And she would keep her mouth shut, wouldn't say nothing. The man could die and she would be at the funeral quiet in the background, drying her tears. Okay. That side chick stuff, messing with a married man stuff, wasn't nothing to be proud of. It wasn't nothing they paraded around. Baby, it is not like that no more. Honey, that is not how it go at this point. All right. These chicks do not care. And in 2022, there is only one way to keep women in check. If you're going to play these type of games, and that is with money, cash money, the green, the cabbage, man, that's just it. Okay. See, men like Pastor John Gray get exposed over and over because they're trying to control women with words. They're trying to control women with sex. That's not the way it works. All right. I'm telling y'all, cheating a rich man's sport. All right. And all these dudes getting exposed. Oh, and you better have her money when she wanted, how much she wanted, and if she wanted in 5, 10s, or 20s. Okay, because that slope gets slippery. That money might control her for a while, but trust and believe, when she wanted, you got to provide it. It's a dangerous game. It's a dangerous game. You know what I'm saying? The game is different out here. All right. So that is Pastor John Gray. Now, you would think, okay, the way a woman's mind would think is, okay, I ain't finna just be sitting here getting caught cheating over and over. Okay, relationships, marriage is not for everybody. All right. Should it be for everybody? Yes. Do people possess the mental capacity to be in relationships, to be in marriages? No, some people do not. Some people just cannot be in relationships. You know what I'm saying? So with Pastor John Gray, it's like, man, you've been caught so many times. Like, if I was you, I would just be like, okay, well, clearly this marriage thing is not for me. Clearly this relationship thing ain't for me. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep getting caught looking crazy. Like, I'd rather just be single. Why don't they do that? You know why they don't do that? They don't do that because of this. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this article. Now, the streets for a man are different when they are married or in a serious relationship and they're doing their thing on the side. That is totally different than a man being actually single, like does not have a woman who is obligated to him in any way. Having a woman and playing on the side, Way different than being like a single man for real. Like you are single. Like no woman is designated to care for you or be just for you or any of that. And being in the streets. Okay. See, for Pastor John Gray, it's all fun and games. It's fun for him being in the streets because he has the anchor woman. And I ain't talking about a news anchor. You know, when I say anchor woman, I'm not talking about this just in. It looks like the apartments on Piedmont have flooded. Authorities are on the scene. Not that kind of anchor. I'm talking about like a ship anchor. Keep the ship from floating away. That is a perfect example of what Pastor John Gray's wife is. Now, for Pastor John Gray to have gotten caught so many times, his relationship with his wife very much so gives me narcissist and empath vibes. And we all know that when a narcissist and an empath gets together, it is a shit show. It is a literal shit show, literal bloodbath. Because for you to get, I told y'all, narcissistic people, like when they get caught doing something, their brain immediately goes into reasoning of it. Like they can't face and bear what they did. So their brain immediately goes into a reason of why it was okay, or trying to point out something that the other person did to justify what they did. These are people who can never handle their mistakes, can never fully digest their mistakes. So they tend to make them over and over. Okay. And for him to be so publicly embarrassing of the wife and for her to continuously stick by him like ain't nothing. I'm talking about if stick by your man was a person, it's Pastor John Gray's wife. And there tend to be a lot of narcissistic leaders in the church because a lot of narcissists use religion to control people. So that's why every time Pastor Gray gets caught, you see him holding his wife's hand, praying to God and blaming it on the devil. You know, the church is really the breeding ground for so many toxic personalities, all right, and so many mental illnesses. So that's the vibe they give me. And see, the thing about people like Pastor John Gray is the more he gets caught, the more she take him back. It's like the more he resents her and he like steps it up a notch. Like every time he gets caught, it's like progressively worse. Okay. Until it gets to the point where it's literally killing him at this point. All right. So let me go ahead and share this article with you guys. My mind is blown. I said, you know what? This for sure proves and shows of why men cheat instead of leaving. Yeah, he is. When you see someone do things over and over and over like that, that's normally a sign of a narcissist. They will make the same mistake over and over again because they don't ever face the mistake. You see what I'm saying? And they test people. So with narcissistic people, if you say you're married, you cannot cheat, you cannot sleep with anyone else, narcissists look at it like don't tell me what to do. Like normal things in a relationship that normal people would do and see no problem with it. Narcissists feel like you're telling me what to do. Like you're trying to sun me, like you're trying to control me. And it's like, you know, this is normal. Everyone in relationships does this. You know, so for Pastor John Gray, it's like you are married, you are a pastor, you cannot cheat. And in his mind, he has to fight that. No, I'm going to keep doing it and then keep getting caught and keep getting extorted and keep getting exposed. So I don't know why this is not coming up for me. You know, we have to know the signs, and that's what they give me, you know. And so he probably has the most elaborate apologies for her every single time. She low-key probably likes the apologies because it's probably the most attention that she gets from him. And narcissistic people cannot be bored. You know what I'm saying? They can't be with one person. They require multiple people. They have an extreme fear of being by themselves. They cannot just be happy in a relationship with one person. Never, under any circumstance. So that's why I think that Pastor John Gray is one, because his bag depends on this. Like, you're a pastor. Your bag depends on this, your reputation, your marriage. For him to just not be able to just sit down somewhere with your old fat ass gives me those vibes. You know, because people think a narcissist is someone who is very confident or into themselves. That is not what a narcissist is. Y'all think everybody narcissist. It is a very serious condition with very specific patterns. Y'all, everybody possesses some form of narcissistic traits. Everybody on the planet. That is called self-care and self-love. You have some people whose narcissistic traits are higher on the spectrum. When we talk about when they are higher on the spectrum, that's when it becomes problematic. But everybody possesses a form of narcissistic traits in order to self-love and self-preserve. Pastor John Gray's situation is an example of someone whose traits are high off the scale. I'm talking about he way down the spectrum. Okay. So I want us to understand this. So this is him in front of the church. As you see, he is a part of a very large church. Let me make sure this is big enough for you guys. Okay. Yeah, you can see it. All right. Lord. On Sunday, Aventer Gray posted to Aventer Gray is John Gray's wife. Her name is Aventer. It's a very interesting name. On Sunday, Aventer Gray posted to social media that John Gray had been admitted to a hospital and was in a critical care unit because of a saddle pulmonary embolism in the pulmonary artery and more lung blood clots. Her latest update was encouraging. Thank you, God. Still holding. If it is not faith, I don't want it. Life, that is all. God is not done at Real John Gray. No premature death. Leg clot gone. Take that, devil. Remaining blood clots dissipate and bow at the name of Jesus. All will stay in place because they have to obey the voice of the Lord. Then they will be obliterated. I am ready for the rest of this miracle. We had a small God-ordained divine delay, but God is good. Trusting God again as we transfer to a hospital in Atlanta for the best care to figure out the rest of this saddle. Thank you for your prayers and outpouring of love. Please continue. So let me tell y'all, let me tell y'all this, and I want to make this very clear. This juice, know what's good. What flavor is this? Sunset. Ooh. Hold on, child, because this juice know what's good. Oh, Chile. Let me tell y'all something right now. If y'all don't know anything about me, I am not religious whatsoever, honey. I ain't stepped foot in a church in I don't even know how long. I'm not opposed to going to church because I am a true believer. Whenever you have that many Black people under one roof, all believing in one thing, something gonna move. Okay, I believe church. I believe we are the church. The people are the church. I believe people can have church anywhere. I believe I can have church on my couch if I so choose. If it's more than one of us gathered, I feel like I am the church. My body is a church. Okay, I'm not opposed to church. I think that church can be very encouraging and uplifting for people. Like, I think you can go to church to find good singers, hear good music, hear real music, like live music. Honey, if you see me at a church, it's because it's real nice and they might have a real good band. It's supposed to be called a band or a choir. And, you know, the pastor's going to go up there and say some encouraging words. You know, hey, I'm for it. I ain't giving y'all no money, but I'll come free. I want to come on a day where y'all give us the grape juice and the crackers, we get a little wine and crackers, refreshments. Okay. The church is not all bad. Bring me on a day where we have bread and wine and I'm there. All right. Then they be tripping like you can only take one. Why? God said, take me as I am. I like wine. Let me get 3 of them. Stop playing with me. Anyway, so the reality is this. Do I personally believe in Christianity and, you know, everything? I do not. However, you know, even in the Bible is really based upon our people, our ancient writings. It was just translated with a little bit of bop in it to carry out an agenda. The Bible is not all BS and it's not all lies. Okay, so the same come with the tactics of the church. See, the church is a sly dog. Oh, you sly dog, you church. Okay. The church is very good at reprogramming your psyche. Okay. This is why the church will have you chant. Okay. The church will have you chant, I'm nothing without you, Jesus. I cannot make it without the name of, they'll have you put your hands up, close your eyes, and have you chant over and over, I'm nothing without you, Jesus. All the glory goes to you, Jesus. You see? And when you do that, when they take them kids to Sunday school, same thing. So from a small child, you are chanting, which is putting a spell on yourself that you're nothing without Jesus. That way, no matter what evidence is put before you, your brain has already decided that it cannot go on without Jesus Christ. Okay. So they understand the power in the tongue, the power in what you speak, especially over and over, and when you really believe in it. So, I have some people say, I know Jesus is real because my grandmother's prayers. Yes, your grandmother was speaking out loud and truly wanting and believing in what she was speaking for. So when your grandma is like, protect my baby out in them streets, she's saying that out loud. Okay. She's manifesting your safety herself. Like she was the God that did that. Okay. So many people believe in prayer. It's not necessarily about prayer. It's about you spoke your will out loud. And if it should so be, it will be. Okay. You have set your intentions. So now you have Pastor John Gray's wife. Boy, she meant every word of what she just said. She said, I declare a healing in the name of Jesus. Blood clot, go away, devil. You're not stronger than this blood clot, devil. You got this woman that love you and have stuck by you through thick and thin, speaking this out loud. It's gonna happen. Okay? This is why, we can't sit and say religion is all bad, church is all bad. There are parts of this where it's like you got the right idea. Now, if you could just redirect the energy, you'd be doing good. But you got your woman out here speaking these words. You see, she was writing in all caps. She said, I declare a healing. What the lady said? I mean, come on, like, not your wife. She said, I am ready for the rest of this miracle. I have declared that miracles have came before thee. And I declare I am ready for the rest of the miracle. She already said the miracle don't happen. It's happened. Now I just want the rest of it. She said, remaining lung clots dissipate and bow at the name of Jesus. Oh, she meant that. And then I'll be damned. Here go Pastor John Gray. Delivered. Now they're like, oh, he doing much better. He doing much better. Oh, is he? Is he now? Oh, is he doing better now? But see, this here is the pivotal moment in this conversation. Where was these hoes at, John? Where were they? Huh? Where were these hoes that you continuously embarrassed your wife, congregation, and family for, John? Where are they? Hello? Oh, they are not here. What movie is that from, y'all? What was the lady name? Hello? Oh, they're not here. What? Are you hungry? Well, you really should fix yourself something to eat. What movie is that, y'all? Let me see if y'all can guess what movie is that. Yo, y'all got it. Christina. Oh, she's not here. Oh my God, I am weak. I am so weak. Yo, that every bad black woman. So, John, where were they? You know where they were? With their other niggas. You know where they was? Probably spending the last of whatever allowance dollars you gave to them. You know where they was? Not giving a damn. That's where they were. They didn't care. They did not care. Okay. They was, matter of fact, they was hoping that you would have croaked. Okay. Low key, they was like, "Ooh, let's just go ahead and have them croak. Let's get this over with." You know what I'm saying? They could have cared less. When you was in the hospital, they was at the club. They was at the club with Casamigos and lemon pepper and hookah. That's where they was. And it was your wife by your side declaring the rest of the healing in the name of Jesus. And that the devil is not going to beat you in this blood clot. It was your wife right there with you. And this, ladies and gentlemen, Christina's gone. Oh, let me say, Christina, she had that fork and that knife. Oh, are you hungry? Maybe you should get something to eat. Oh my God. Ronnie says, never mind the doctors and nurses working, huh? I mean, for sure, like salute to the doctors and nurses, but we all know there really is such thing as miracles and healing miracles. There is such situations where medically you should be a goner and where sometimes people still make it. So it is a thing, it is a thing. We're not going to act like that is not a thing. It definitely is. This, ladies and gentlemen, is why men like Pastor John Gray will habitually cheat as opposed to leaving their relationships. This is why. A man's life is not defined by the fun that he has. Like when we see men have fun, that is like 5% of his life is like fun. And then to be honest, the other 90 to 95% is like hard work and sacrifice and doing a whole bunch of things he don't want to do. That fun part does not define the foundation of his life. Most men understand this. Okay. Most men understand this. So they cannot live their life based upon the few hours that they spend with their side chick when it's fun. Understand that deep down they know that is not reality. Deep down they know I'm not going to leave my wife for this woman. Why? Because it's fun with her, because there's no kids, there's no bills, there's no real life, no real responsibility. He understands if I marry her, it will turn into the same thing with the wife. So number one, the cheating kind of acts as a false escape, because they understand this girl is here for some fun. She's here to lie to me, tell me what I want to hear, hang out, keep me occupied and busy, since you cannot spend one moment alone. Okay. But I know that when things get real, I know that this is a joke. This is a fantasy. Thank you so much for the super chat, Daryl Haynes, or super sticker. Sorry. Women, that's a big difference between us and men. Women will sleep with a guy. And a woman is more prone to leave her relationship for someone else than a man is, because women have trouble differentiating between fantasy and reality when it comes to sex. Okay. Men are very good at knowing, okay, this girl, she might be my side chick. This might be going on, but I know this is not real. I know I cannot really depend on her. I know I have not really invested in her. I cannot just be single, be out here for the streets, because I know that if and when something goes down with me, I know that this woman will not really be there for me in real life. She's going to be like, I got to work. I got kids. I got a vacation plan. He knows she's not going to sit and rearrange her life and move her life around and take care of me. Men do not make decisions based upon their fun feelings or their happy feelings like we do. Okay. A woman can step out on her husband, start sleeping with somebody else and get all caught up, not want to sleep with the husband no more and start falling in love with the other person. Women, we're not designed that way. Okay. So that's why for us, it's way easier for us to get caught up in those situations than it would be for a man. Pastor John Gray, as much as he risked his entire marriage, career, and congregation for these side chicks that he be dealing with, as much as he risked everything for it, the only thing that he will not risk is his life and himself. And he will hold on to that wife and hold on to that anger because he understands these women are here for a fantasy. I cannot take these women in this fantasy world and bring it into the real world. Men do not live as long as us. Men tend to be in more danger than us. I think that for most men, my daddy told me that for most men, when they wake up in the morning, it's, especially for Black men, it's, I need to keep my head on a swivel. I need to do what I have to do to stay alive. Women in particular, our brains don't work like that. Like, we're not looking at other women all day like, she might be trying to rob me. She might be trying to kill me. I got to watch out. That's not necessarily how it goes. For men, that is how it goes a lot of the time. Excuse me. Let me turn this ring off. That is how it goes a lot of the time. So when he makes his decisions, which again, for a man, most of the time, their partner, their relationship status is due to logic, depending on where they are in their life. When it is time for him to make a decision based upon what he needs, he will not make it based upon that fun. He may risk everything for that period of fun or perceived fun or false sense of validation. But in himself, he knows, I can't just be a single guy and hope that these women in my fantasy will show up for me when things get real. You have to also understand this. Men do not have a nurturing nature. Men typically do not nurture one another. Men tend to support one another when they both have a shared interest or benefit. Okay. Normally in business, making money, you have men that may support each other when it comes to a real tangible result. But men don't tend to nurture other men. A man does not tend to be on his deathbed and have another man wiping his butt and feeding him. It typically does not happen that way. Whereas you have seen many a times women caring for each other in a nurturing way and nurturing one another in sickness, health, or this, that, and the third. So women, we don't have the same sense of urgency of, I need to keep someone around in case something happens to me, in case I get hurt, in case I fail. We don't tend to need to hold on to a man for that reason. In a woman's mind, your brain typically does not go to, when I need a nurturer, a male vision. It simply does not. They just don't possess that naturally. So normally most humans will not look at a man's face and figure as, this is where I want to go for my nurturing. Because of that, men have a different level of a healthy fear, in a way, of having to keep the feminine nurturing energy around in case of shit getting real. And in this case with John Gray, shit got real. Okay. Y'all, when it comes to them blood clots and all that, honey, that is nothing to play with, boy. That will get you up out of there with the quickness. Make your head spin. All right. So now you have to have a moment. You have to have a moment of reality. Because the truth is this. I can maybe see his wife staying through the first public embarrassment. But when we started getting to the 3, 4, 5, okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. Okay. Relationships like this are one-sided. All right. It looks like his wife is here respecting the covenant that they have declared amongst their family and before God for their marriage. It looks like she's respecting that, even when she shouldn't be and he is not. Okay. A part of the honor in being a man's woman is the honor of the one being seen with him publicly. Is the honor. Now I know why people don't never contact me until I'm live. Then all of a sudden people want to contact me. The whole purpose of being a man's lady and the honor in it. What is wrong with my phone? Chris says them hoes are not supposed to be. Oh my goodness. That is so gross. Someone delete that. That is so vulgar and gross. Ew. That was so unnecessary. Like, we do not need to say all that. Y'all gonna get my chat flagged. And you want to make the little bot people start coming in. Yeah, Elle said, bet if his wife cheats on him once, he'll want a divorce. Oh, facts. You know, once a man gives away what is sacred to a woman, which again is to be seen with him in public, to have that position in his life, once he makes that a joke, I really don't even know what you're sticking around for, shawty. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. The reality is this. If the single life for men was as ideal as society sells you that it is, more men would just be that. Okay? Because we got men in their 40s and 50s where their mama is still on their emergency contact. Okay? And that's actually very sad. All right? So when we as women, sometimes we have to sit and we have to really say, okay, why does this individual choose this route as opposed to just be on his own? When you're single, you don't got to explain nothing. You don't got to answer nobody. Well, this is why. Okay. The streets is not all it's cracked up to be. All right. When things hit the fan, as things hit the fan for him, when it comes to health issues and things like that, deep down inside, they know. Deep down inside, they know them chicks ain't gonna be there. They got their own stuff going on. The last thing they trying to do is sit here and ha kiki with you. That just is not the way it's going down. You see? Can someone tell me if I'm blocked? You're not blocked because I can see your Lucky says, unless your Nene leaks, then you get a man while your husband is in transition. Boy, listen, she ain't wasting no time. Yeah, the question of this stream is where the hoes at? Where they at? Where they at, ladies? This is why men will choose to cheat instead of leaving. They know it's a fantasy. They know it's not real. That's why, I hate to see women sit and be insecure about other women. Like, you don't need to be insecure about them. He know they ain't shit. Okay, he knows that there ain't no future there. He knows that it's not stable. It's not dependable. He know that. Just calm down, ma'am. Some of y'all be insecure for no reason. Why are you insecure? What is it you're afraid of for real? Okay, and they know that. That's why they gonna stay they butt there. They know when things get real what it is. Okay, let me see. Let me catch up on some of these. Congratulations, Monique. Raz says, it upset me because honestly, men need to take a step back and look at the reality of it all. You've got a solid woman in your corner, but because she's not 100% what you want, she's not good enough. And that's what I was saying, with John Gray. That's why it gives me the vibes of him being a narcissist. Like, that's what narcissists look like. You can never make a narcissist happy. It does not matter what you do. You can never, ever make them happy. They will never be happy with one person. They are never happy about where they are in life. They get one place in life. They're unhappy because they haven't got to the next place. They're people with severe abandonment issues, people that are very insecure. And for John Gray to risk everything the way he is continually risking, like, sir, we are watching your wife support you in incredible ways. Like, your wife literally casts a spell on you to keep you alive because your big old ass should have been in Garner with that blood clot. Okay. But when you got your wife praying that hard, do you think them hoes that exploited you and extorted you was praying for you like that? Absolutely not. Okay. This is the anchor every man needs, and they know they need it. They know they need it. Okay. Oh my God. And again, that's what relationships about. In life, we can't run everything off of, oh, this is fun. This is fun. Like, that's just simply not the way it works. Okay. He say even when the marriage is miserable, he'll stay, not me. Shut up. So yeah, in a nutshell, that's why. Yes, Daryl says his wife is a blessing. Yes, a complete blessing. So y'all ain't liking the video? Like the video, guys. Come on. I be trying not to stop the stream and be like the video, but y'all, come on, like the video now. I have some things to do. I'm going to, he buys her a car when he cheats. Hey, I mean, maybe she like when he get caught cheating. Maybe every time he get caught, she be doing a Birdman hammer, like, here come a new car. I try to stay out married for business. Hey, you do what you do. I make my little opinion, but that's about as far as it's going to go. I got to go ahead and get up out of here. What's tomorrow? Friday. We are going to try to go live again tomorrow. If not tomorrow, it will be Saturday. Y'all, like I said, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the cash apps. Make sure y'all get y'all some alpha juice. And I will see you all on the next one.